Hello, welcome back to Hazel Jane Tarot. And today I have an unboxing and first impressions of a brand new deck that I didn't even know existed until it arrived today in the post. A present from my sister that just came today. So I'm very excited. And it also came with this beautiful diary. So I'm not even going to try to pronounce because my Irish is very bad. I only studied Irish for a few years at school, but this basically means moon woman in Irish. So this is a diary that, sorry, I'll back up a wee bit so I have a bit more space. That follows the phases of the moon, and it's published by an Irish company. And there's some reflections and information in it and stuff. It's beautifully illustrated. A really nice diary. So this I had heard of because my sister worked with this diary last year. So I'm really delighted that she got one for me. But what I didn't realize was that the same company or the same kind of creators, it's in some way connected, made this Sacred Ireland Celtic Moon Oracle deck. And I'm very excited to see an Oracle deck that's a Celtic deck that's actually made in Ireland. And this is the first I've ever seen of this deck. So, and I literally haven't even opened the box before I pressed record. So we are discovering this together. So let's have a look. It's created by Dr. Karen Ward and Bernie Sexton. And we have a 52 card deck, colour guidebook, featuring pre-Celtic goddesses, Irish sacred sites, moon names, phases, Celtic seasons and symbols. I'm so excited to see this. Something I've said to a few people that, I'm always looking for a Celtic deck that's explicitly Irish, and a lot of the Celtic decks or things like Druid Craft, and even the Celtic Tree Oracle, like the Ogham-based Oracle that I have, they tend to include Celtic as like the whole Celtic area, like British and Northern France and all of that. And being Irish, living in Ireland, it'd be nice to have something that's more specific to here. And this might just be that. So from the sacred creators of the annual Moon Na Diary Journal, this unique and special oracle card deck inspired by the sacred land of Ireland, Celtic festivals, local Irish goddesses, and the names and phases of Grandmother Moon. Okay, so let's have a look. I can read all that later. I just want to have a look at the deck. So here are the creators. Dr. Karen Ward, who is the founder of the Moon Na Women's Celtic Circles, who must then are the creators of that diary that I just showed you. And they do lunar gatherings. And then we have Bernie Sexton is the artist. Okay. So we've got a little book, little colour book. I'll have to look at the cards first. So let's have a look and see what it is. Little paper band tying the cards together. Oh, and there, first of all, is Bridget. Oh, I love that. I love Bridget. That's a lovely depiction of her. So protection. That associates with Bridget really well for me, because Bridget's mantle is a big tradition. The tradition of Bridget's mantle, there's a tradition in Ireland where you can so the tradition of the Brat Bridge, which is on the night of Imbolc, the Bridget's Day, you leave a cloth outside overnight, and that becomes like your Brat Bridge for the year, which is like a cloth you can use to wrap around yourself or your throat if you were ill or something like that. So that's something that is a tradition I have restarted. It's something one of my aunts used to do. I would have left a cloth out, and I started doing that a couple of years ago with a scarf for Bridget. So this idea of Bridget and Bridget's cloak being the mantle of protection is something that is a tradition I'm very familiar with. That's gorgeous. I'm not going to say as much about every card because I won't know. I won't know them all. Aisling. Don't know anything really about Aisling. So look her up. Grania. Youthfulness. The Morrigan. Renewal. The art's great. I love these images. Danu. For nurture. Danu is very much like the Empress energy. The Mother Earth energy. Eru, is that? Sovereignty. Aramid, I'm not familiar with at all. Healing, it's a new one to me. Anya, abundance. Sheila a gig for sacred sexuality, fantastic. It's great finding a Sheila a gig on like a ruin or a, you know, in a. There are, I think I found one in the St Bridget's Cathedral in Kildare. I didn't find it by chance, like I'd read that where it was and I went looking for it. But it's lovely to see a Sheila gig in the wild, as it were, in a church or on a ruin. Sacred sexuality, love that. No idea how to say that. Tlachta, I don't know, forgiveness. I have to get somebody who's an Irish speaker to help me with these names. And Kalia, wisdom. Bowen, is it? Flow. Maka, power. These are gorgeous. Very feminine focused, but obviously with it being moon based and for moon women, the sort of journal and the everything that ties together with feminine. Dark moon, dark new moon potency. Crescent moon, rhythms. These are gorgeous. I love this. The purples are fabulous. Half moon, balance. Full moon, luminosity. Oh, beautiful. Amilk, birth, Bridget's day. Spring equinox for harmony. This is such a nice deck. Baltana is for passion. Baltana is May Day. Summer solstice, which is also my dad's birthday. Lunasa for commitment. Lunasa is August Harvest Festival. Autumn equinox. Oh, this is so, I love this. Cyan. New beginnings, obviously that's Halloween. Winter solstice. Lovely. Oh, and now we have sacred sites. Oh, this is just gorgeous and it's very Irish. Carramore sacred site. It's like a dolmen ritual. Lovely. Bridget's Well, which is a place that I have been to. Inspiration. Ah, Grain and Avelia. Grain and Avelia, this is in Donegal. And I've been here a lot of times. Beautiful. Inauguration. Rathcroshan sacred site. I'm not familiar with that, but it looks like a well, otherworldly. The Hill of Uisnach sacred site. Don't know that one. Grange Stone sacred site. Don't know that one either, although there are stone circles very like this in County Tyrone that I've been to. Bakemore. The Skelligs. Oh, I've been here. It's fantastic. It's a real bucket list place to visit, Skellig Michael. And if you're not familiar with it, look up Skellig Michael. There's some videos people have made visiting there. It's stunning. Wildness. Gorgeous. Emin sacred site. Loch Crew Passage Tomb. I think I have been there actually. The Hill of Ward. The Hill of Tara. Oh, this is fabulous. Newgrange. I'm feeling very emotional looking at this actually, because this is kind of exactly what I have wanted for a long time. I wished it existed and I didn't know existed, and here it has arrived from my sister in the post. double spiral, spiral, the old moon, quietness, the snow moon, the sap moon, the egg moon, the milk moon. This is reminding me a little bit of the Queen of the Moon Oracle. It goes through the different phases of the moon, but obviously this is using the Irish kind of folk names for the different seasonal moons. The hay moon, the grain moon, the harvest moon, the hunter's moon, the frost moon, and the long night moon. Oh, these are just amazing. I did not know such a thing existed until this day. Let's have a quick look at the guidebook. So Celtic moon. Let's just pick a card and see what the book says about it. So Winter Solstice, stillness. So we have the different sections. So we've got the moon phases, the Celtic festivals, and one of them missed one. So we have the Irish goddesses to start with. The moon phases, the festivals, the sacred sites. I mean, they've chosen, what, about 10 sacred sites there, and the ones they've chosen are fabulous. Like, the country's just littered with sacred sites like that. Although some of them, like the Hill of Tara or Newgrange, are like very standout, significant places. Celtic symbols, they've chosen the 3. And then the full moon, the names of the different full moons. Okay. So then there's an introduction talking a bit about the moon phases and the festivals and the different categories. How to use the deck, how to read your cards. Some layouts that are moon phase related. Okay, so let's have a look for 25 Winter Solstice, see what it says. So it's full colour, I've got the picture, and sit in silence as you slow your pace down. You need to stop and breathe. Embrace quietness effortlessly. You gift yourself permission to go within. Winter solstice is celebrated at the 21st of December, the longest night and the shortest day of the year. The word solstice comes from 2 Latin words, sun, sol, and sistere, to stand still. The Gaelic Grainstad means sunstop, as when pausing in stillness for 3 days, the sun has travelled low enough to shine into the mighty Newgrange cairn. Your ancestors would use this time wisely to simply sit and be. Their invitation is for you to take rest and nurture yourself in the tranquil peace of a private time. You may contemplate your life, observe nature, or daydream to your heart's content. Oh, I think this is going to be a wonderful deck to work with. Now, the website here is listed, so www.moonmna.ie. So if you're interested in this deck, I'm assuming that's where you can get it from. I'll see if I can link it below, as this was a gift. I didn't buy this myself, but I think this is going to be really amazing to work with. I think this is just the kind of deck that I have been waiting for or wanting, but didn't know existed. So I am going to say goodbye now, and I'm going to go and text my sister and tell her thank you. So I hope you've enjoyed this little unboxing, and if you are Irish or have Irish heritage, this might be a really interesting one to go and check out. All right, thanks for watching. Bye bye.